How can I automatically set right permissions on mounting a USB drive in Linux? When I mount an external USB drive on Linux, CentOS 4, the permissions are by default set to read-only. Since there are multiple users on the computer who need to use the external drive, I want everybody to have RW permission for the entire drive. I also want them to be able to mount the drive if the computer has accidentally been shut down. They can use sudo mount to mount the drive, but this will only give them read permission, and I obviously don't want to allow sudo chmod. Is there a default setting that I can change so that every new external USB disk automatically gets RW permissions?
To enable everyone RW access, the key is umask equals 0 option to mount command. Umask equals 0 is enough, UID and GID just for sake of clarity, so you don't see more root owners than necessarily. At Tom's answer, writing /etc/tab entry will allow you to skip sudo, and if you write umask equals 0 as additional option there, you'll get best of both worlds. Having this in /etc/stab allows you to just run, and everyone has access to all files. Here's technical note, if you wish to know details. As man mount says, umask equals 0 will ensure that no additional rules apply to files access mode. For FAT file systems, which are most widely used on USB disks, there's no access mode stored. But your current process has some umask value set. You can see it if you run just umask in terminal. Mount uses that as default and removes access mode of your umask value from all files on mounted disk. Most widely used umask values are octal, 022, no group and other write, and 027, no group write, no any other access.
Add an entry to /etc/stab. Here is an entry that I added just a few hours ago for my Seagate USB drive. UUID equals 4x734 ECC 733375/media/Linux x3 errors equals remount row, defaults, users, no time, not a time 00. The key here is the users entry that allows users to mount and unmount the drive. Edit. This works for specific drives. I don't know if it can be enabled for all drives with one entry.
Type mount. This will give the current place it is at. Here is my output. The last is my USB drive auto-mounted by LinuxMint. Now type. This will unmount drive. Now remount correctly.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.